This is a PokePress special report. Hi, I'm Stephen Reich here at Pegasus Games in Madison, Wisconsin at one of the Pokemon trading card game City Championships 2011-2012. I'm here with Brett Stratton, who is one of the top 8 players in the Masters division of today's tournament. And Brett, we just want to talk a little bit about your deck. So first of all, this is a little bit unconventional. It's got a couple different elements to it. Why don't you give us a lowdown on some of the key elements in your deck?
Well, first off, I'd say the big contenders in the deck are using Feraligatr, Vileplume, and then Kyurem. Kyurem's intended as the main attacker, while Vileplume and Feraligatr is intended as bench sitters, obviously for the lock, and then keep it in energy acceleration so I can keep Kyurem's going and attacking.
And what are some of the other more minor support cards? I notice you have one of the Victinis. Now, it's not the flip one that seems to see a little bit of play, but it's the V-Create one. How does that one work?
Well, by including that and Fire Energy, I basically have it for getting a big amount of damage out. 100 damage is useful, and with all the support I have for filling up my bench, it's no problem to have it full. I mean, it works pretty magically with Kyurem. It does 30 damage that can cover up the hundreds of, like, Knockout Dragons, Vanillix, Chandelure. But I can also just get that big hit out. It really obliterated any Durant decks I went up against.
All right, that sounds pretty good. What are some of the supporting cards? You know, the trainers, supporters, and what do you have for energy in the deck?
Well, let's see. I'll start simple with the energy. I have, I believe, 8 water, 2 rainbows, and a fire energy. The rainbows are because not only for fire, but I also have Darkrai Cresselia Legend in this deck, so for that. And the supporters are pretty consistent. What do you expect for staples? Professor Oaks, Juniper, Collector. I also include just 4 rare candies and 3 communications just so I can get that turn 2 lock as much as I can. I really aim for consistency instead of that situational text idea.
All right, so you made the top cut, which means you did well today. And Brett, first of all, what worked well for the deck today?
Well, I'd say that Victini went even better than I expected it to. I mean, it was always there when I needed it, and I was able to switch out with Twins, so I was able to get started and attacking pretty quick when I needed it. Also, like, I was aiming for consistency, and the consistency went well. I was getting turn 2 Vileplumes the majority of the time, and Feraligatrs came along pretty quick.
Were there any issues you ran into while you were playing today, and are there any changes you might make in the deck to account for them?
I do believe that the Darkrai Cresselia Legend, it didn't work as well as I intended it to. So instead, I'd probably switch it out and maybe a Rainbow Energy or 2 just to perhaps get some Rescue Energy or find some extra supporters just to move in quicker possibly.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Brett. This has been Stephen Reich from Pegasus Games in Madison, Wisconsin at one of the Pokemon trading card game City Championships 2011-2012. This has been a PokePress special report.